welcome back to the Pretty Normal Me vlog. I'm in Clarkson and today I've got the switchiest damn hair in the whole world. So today I wanted to film a Q&A and that is super duper exciting for me because it's like crazy that people have questions for me, like that you care, I think. But I thought that would be a better way of me getting to know you, because at the moment it's just me talking at you most of the time with videos or with my writing. It's just like, this is what I think, and then I love reading your comments, but I never really get a chance to like properly reply to your comments. So thank you for the first batch of questions, and if you like this then I will do it again. The first question that I got was asking me how I was. Is that the doorbell? Okay, can I just say that was the postman? Someone sent Bua some post? Like, how cute is that? As in Bua the dog. Bua our puppy. Stop it! Who is this from? There's no note. It's a doggy advent calendar. Oh, you know, we haven't even got human advent calendars this year. And now Bua's got one. Oh, that's so exciting. Who do you think that's from? Who do you think that's from? She's like, I don't know. Okay. This first question is, how are you? Thank you so much for asking. I'm great. Now, the next question, how has it been writing the book and what gave you the inspiration to write one? Writing the book has been an incredible journey. For those of you that don't know, I am writing a book at the moment, which is called Can I Speak to Someone in Charge? So it's been incredible writing it. To be honest with you, in terms of like the inspiration to write one, I'm super duper lucky, and actually like the book was never my idea, and I wish it was, and I do realise how incredibly blessed I am, but actually Simon & Schuster approached me in June 2015 and said, you know, would you be interested in doing this? I'm like, oh hell yes, I'm interested in doing this. So I never had to do that in terms of the inspiration. In terms of writing it, that I've had to do a lot of find a lot of inspiration, and that has just been like, I mean, reading everything and kind of seeing what a difference the blog makes, and then to some people, you know, when I read comments, but then the help that I've got from other books that are similar to mine, and I've enjoyed reading them so much, and I just love to think that someone's going to enjoy reading mine, if that makes sense. So like, I think that's kind of why, like that's how I get inspiration, and it is the most exciting thing for me. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but like I'm so blessed to even have it as an option that I'm I'm so excited. Next one was about the book as well. Have you got a publication date, and have I got any tips for getting started? Have I got a publication date? Yes, it's going to be June the 29th. At the moment, it's going to be June the 29th next year, so just in time for the summer. Have I got any tips for getting started? Oh, getting started is, I mean, literally that's it, start. I think that's the most daunting thing when you are, you know, just you on your own, and there's 80,000 words to write, and there's 80,000 words between you and having a book. That's the most obvious advice I can give, is just start. But in terms of like actually doing it, I think a book proposal, I think that's the most important thing. You can outline all your chapters, you can outline your plot, outline why you're writing the book. You can Google them to see more about them, but they are incredibly useful. Not only for getting help, finding an agent and a publisher, but also for your own head. Like every time that I'm really struggling with content, like I go back to my proposal and I remember why I'm writing it, and I remember like my outline for each of the chapters, so that like I know what my end goal is and what I was thinking when I started it, and that really helps. So if you want to get started, I think I've got 2 tips. 1, start, and 2, a book proposal or something of that nature would be really, really, really helpful. Still on the book theme, will I do a book tour? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I don't know, maybe a bit in the UK, I guess, but I don't know. I'll let you know when I do. Okay, this next one is a really big question. Should, in your opinion, all genders and sexes be treated completely equally, e.g. with etiquette, holding doors, paying, etc.? Guys, this is a really big question for a short Q&A. Should all genders be treated equally? Fuck, yes they should. Oh my god, yes, hello, of course they should. oh my god, it baffles me. It really, really baffles me that we are in 2016. We just had a woman run for president of the United States. We have a female prime minister in this country. Germany has a female chancellor. Like, we are three of the biggest superpowers in the world, and we very, very, very nearly all had women leaders. If that doesn't speak a huge volume to women's abilities, then what the fuck does? Like, it drives me mad. It's like there's still this kind of thing like, oh, women can't do that, women can't do this. It's like, yeah, we can. Of course we fucking can. So should we be treated equally? Yes. Should we be given equal opportunity in school? Yes. Should we be given equal opportunity in work? Yes. Should men be expected to pay for dinner? No. Men shouldn't be expected to pay for dinner. Well, if we go to the holding the door thing first, no, men shouldn't be expected to hold the door for women any more than women should be expected to hold the door for men. And in that, we should all be expected to hold the door for other people. Like, there's nothing worse than the dickhead who you see, like, standing at the door and they see you and they're like, see ya. No, that's just rude. It's just polite, regardless of your gender, to hold the door open. Obviously, hold the door open. In terms of your paying for dinner, no, I think that's down to the couple, that's down to the individual. If a man has been raised to pay for his dinner, then maybe he was of a different generation, maybe he's just got good manners, whatever it is. That's kind of a traditional thing. But should they be expected to? No. When I go out for dinner, I think with my boyfriend now, we kind of take it in turns to pay for dinner because, like, otherwise he would literally be broke if he just paid for all my food. But I think we do it, we take turns. It's like, well, you get this dinner, I'll get the next dinner. And then I think when we were getting together at the beginning and neither of us had a lot of money, it'd be like, right, well, I'll go half and you go half. And then sometimes, like when we went away for our anniversary and he suggested going out for dinner, he pays for it because he's booked the table and he suggested it. But I think equally, if I'd have booked the table and I'd suggested it, then I'd probably pay. So I think, yeah, they should, genders, obviously, this is such a no-brainer, should be treated equally throughout life and everything. What is my worst holiday experience? Like, that is a very specific question. The one that springs to mind when I think of my worst holiday experience, I went on a ski trip when I was about 9, and we were with the school, and our parents came as well, or like your parents could come if they wanted to, and my mum was there, and she's gonna kill me for telling everyone this story, like she's literally gonna kill me. And I said to her, I'd gone down in the morning and I was like, Mum, I'm feeling really, really ill. And I was like 9, and she was like, you're fine. You were up all night in your little dorm, you know, like, there were 3 of you in a room. She's like, you were, you know, eating sweets and you were jumping up and down on your bed. And of course, you're tired, you didn't sleep because you were telling stories and whatever, you're not ill. And I was like, no, I'm really not feeling well. She's like, no, you're fine. She then went to Sabrina, I don't think this is my second time ever skiing, and she went to this woman called Sabrina who is like utterly terrifying, our ski guide, like ski instructor, like teaching us how to ski, and she was so scary. And Mum was like, unless she's physically sick on the slopes, you don't let her come back. She's not ill, she's lying. I didn't know she'd said this, so I kept saying to Sabrina, I was like, I'm really not feeling very well, I'm really not. She was like, shush, 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 like, shut up, basically. I'm like, oh, this is so mean. So I got on the chairlift, and anyway, I was sick off the chairlift, but Sabrina didn't believe me because she hadn't seen it, so I was sick, and I got to the top, I was like, I was sick on the chairlift, and then the girl I was with was like, yeah, she was, it was gross. I was like, yeah, I don't believe you. I was like, oh my God, what have I got to do? So I started skiing down the mountain, then I stopped and was sick again. And then she saw it and she was like, oh shit, this girl really is ill. But there were like 20 of us in the class, and so she couldn't get me down the mountain unless she took everyone down the mountain. So she gave me a map, aged 9, and my like second time ever on skis, and was like, yeah, you just go to the bottom and Mr. Baker will meet you at the bottom. I was like, oh my God. So still throwing up, I had to ski myself to the bottom of the mountain. This is before mobile phones or anything, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't like ring anyone. Got to the bottom, and then Mr. Baker found me, took me back to the hotel. And then I got back and the school nurse was there, and she took my temperature, and I had a temperature of like 40 degrees. And she's ringing my mum frantically, and Mum's phone is just like, she's not answering. So I had to be iced bathed by the school nurse to try and bring my temperature down, completely naked. And then eventually Mum comes back a bit pissed, and she's been on the other side of the mountain, like having a great knees up during lunch. I haven't let her forget, like, in fairness, for the last like 15 years or however long it's been, so it's kind of worth it. But that was probably the worst holiday. And then I had to go to bed and I missed the whole skiing holiday, and I was lying in bed and it was a really shit hotel. The kind of hotel where the beds come down out the wardrobe, you know, like, and I lying on this bed that I always felt was just gonna like snap me up, reading a series of unfortunate events, which are great books, but not the way I'd wanted to spend my holiday with my friends. So yeah, that was probably my worst holiday experience, and probably the worst for my mum as well, because she will never ever ever live that down. What was your reason for starting Pretty Normal Me? Do you have an end goal, or will we always be able to tune into your vlog and blog? Oh, this is a good question. What was my reason for starting Pretty Normal Me? So some of you have been here from the beginning and some of you are new. Either way, I don't care, I'm just so happy that you're here. Why did I start? I started it 2 years ago really, and it was totally a hobby. To tell you the truth, like the whole story, which I don't think I've ever told to the blog, this advert came on for a company that are actually quite famous now, and at the time I just remember looking at them. And I was a bit bigger then, but they had really skinny models, and I literally remember looking at them going, oh my god, they can't be comfortable. Like their arms were so thin, their ribs, and I thought, Jesus Christ, like they're really thin. So I went online to their website, and at the time I was probably wearing like a size 12 or 14 on top, and I went to go and like look at their dresses, and I realised that none of their clothes came any bigger than a size 12, and I was like, what the fuck, that's really weird. So I tweeted them, I was like, hey, like what, like why are you only stocking in a size 12? And they replied being like, oh, it's not our fault, it's just something to do with our stockists. And I was so angry, because it's like, well, you've hired your stockists, like you've designed clothes that bigger girls can't wear. That seems so unfair. And then I think I started looking at other shops and just realising that it was a really similar story, like across the board. And I had a sister, or I still have a sister, she's 18 now, but she was sort of 15 when I started the blog, and she was of an age where, you know, she's still at school, and that this pressure was worse already than it had been when I was at school, but I was still feeling the pressure even as an adult. But I wrote this piece about the advert, but I was just fuming. I was like, this is ridiculous, and I never published this piece, but I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, how is this even a thing that like companies can get away with this? And I basically made everyone read this piece. Like I just gave it to everyone. If they sat next to me for more than like 30 seconds, I was like, by the way, have you read what I'm talking about right now? And everyone's like, dude, piss off, like we know. But actually no, that was a joke, because quite a lot of people got quite interested in it, and they were like, oh my god, I think, you know, you should do something about this. So I didn't really know what to do, and then I was talking to some friends, and it's like, you know what, let's start a blog. It was never ever meant to be anything more than kind of a hobby. Like I never saw it really going anywhere. And then kind of before I knew it, it kind of picked up and grew and whatever, and now it's a book deal and I'm so excited, and now I'm vlogging and it's my job now. So I quit what I was doing before to do this and to be doing the book and doing other things and to really push my focus here. So like, no, this was never the plan, but that's kind of why I started it. And I just was tired of looking around me and seeing people that weren't happy. Like, that stresses the life out of me, that like we've got literally one chance here and we could all get hit by a bus tomorrow, and so many of us are so unhappy. Like that is incredibly frustrating for me. So that was why really I started it, and I always said at the time, if I can make a difference to one person's life, then I've done my job. And within about 3 weeks, this woman got in touch with me, who's still a really loyal reader now, and she tweeted me saying what a difference it had made to her every day. And I swear to God, I burst into tears, and I was like, I need this feeling, like I'm never gonna stop doing this. And 2 years later, here I am. What's the end goal? I never want to stop doing this. I never want the blog to go anywhere. I just want it to get bigger and bigger and get more and more people as part of the family. So yes, you will always be able to tune into the vlogs and the blogs. I want a whole community. I want it to get bigger. I'm hoping that after the book and with everything, that people are going to keep finding us and people are going to keep loving it. And yeah, like I say, I don't want to stop. I've got huge fucking dreams for where I want this blog to go and how many people we can get involved and in ways that we can do it. And I've got some really nice ideas and things in the pipeline and things in my brain that I'm too scared to say out loud. But I've got some like really exciting things, and I just, as fast as I can, I'm going to keep growing this and keep fighting for it and keep loving it and watering it and nurturing it, because I love my job so much and I love this blog. So that's the plan. The plan is to just keep going until someone forcibly removes me. And they won't, because I will fight to the death. So there was my Q&A. I hope you liked it. A bit random maybe, but I like doing these and I love talking to you guys so much. So if you liked watching it, please let me know. If you have any questions for the next one, let me know and I'll make a note of them, and then the next time I do one, I'll do it. If you want to see another video of any other kind, please let me know. I'm always looking for suggestions. I'm now doing vlogs, Tuesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. So please come and watch them. Please subscribe to the channel. It means the absolute world to me. You'll never even know. Comment, subscribe, find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Guys, I love you. Christmas is coming. Thank you for the questions. Let's be happy. Let's be merry. Let's drink too much. Let's have fun. Love you. Love you. Love you. Bye.